Welcome back to Live, Laugh, Luke, and we've shipped Janet Hamnet off again, and we have got the one, the only, my bestie, Danny Miller.
Yay.
Woo!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, bestie.
Hello, bestie. How are we?
I'm all right. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You've been busy.
Yeah, well, in terms of, I'm guessing you mean children-wise.
I'm in terms of children-wise. You've just had another one.
I have, yeah. Little Vincent is nearly 3 weeks old now, which just seems crazy to think of. But
That's cute.
Yeah.
How's that been between? Because obviously you've got 3 kids, like all under the age of 4.
Yes.
You need a fucking medal.
Yeah, well, yeah, either that or a contraception. But one of the two.
I can give you the snip if you want.
Thanks, I'll be all right. I'll get back to you on that, but thank you. Do you know what? It's the best thing in the world. I think anybody that, like, I was only saying this the other day, that people say to you, it's the best thing, you'll never know the feelings. And it's true, you can't really describe the feeling of it. And then another one comes, you think, how can I love that one as much as this one? And you just do, and it's just amazing. But he's just slotted into the crazy life that we lead, and he's amazing.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. I'm just thinking to myself, would I ever be the same? Like, because I'm like that with like pets and stuff, and then my friends have been having kids, and as soon as they scream, I'm like,
seen a bit.
Fuck off.
Okay, well, all that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
It's just a thought of like, when a kid screaming, I'm just like, no. But obviously, it's different when you have your own, innit?
Well, it is, yeah, because the yours and the you need to sort their crying out type thing. But I'm the same though. I've never got used to that sort of sound of a baby being in discomfort and screaming. I think it's worse because it's yours, and
you want to try and help as much as possible.
And Steph is like, everybody says she's the best mum ever, but she really is, as far as I'm concerned, the best mum for my children anyway, because we're just so proactive and there's nothing she can't do. She wakes up in the morning, the first thought is, what can I do with the kids to help them, to make them grow and stuff. But she's so good at settling it, all of them, whereas I've got sort of a patience span really of like sort of 10 minutes of crying, and then it starts to become like torture. And I think that's the reason half these camps or whatever, where they put the headphones on screen, because it's such an awful noise to listen to. So
I have got zero patience, so I think I'm very similar to you. So if it's, I don't know, even in like say traffic or someone cuts me up, I can go from 0 to 100 in a second. So I don't know how people deal with kids, because I did a teaching degree.
Right.
I did a teaching degree. I taught for a year, and then I went, no.
Really? Well, that was the kids that did that for you, though.
The GCSE boys who took drama for a piss take.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that wouldn't go down well with me either.
No.
It's very serious.
It's very serious.
Yeah.
The performing arts.
Yeah.
100%. I want to go on to the live section of Live, Laugh, Luke, and I want to talk about Albert's Bookshelf.
Yes.
Just a bit of in there. I've been part of Albert's Bookshelf.
A massive part of it, by the way.
Thank you. So for whoever doesn't know what Albert's Bookshelf is, just explain what it is.
Well, it's very simple. It's a podcast format, but effectively we just sort of read what originally was supposed to be just children's stories, and then we've kind of started progressing into sort of like bedtime type stories. And what it is we always thought, me and Nigel, who I run it with, it was an idea very quickly about sort of me not being able to be there for bedtime because I was going back to Emmerdale, and I wanted to have Albert have me read the stories to him, which is kind of backfired now because he's so bored of my voice. He wants to listen to everybody else on Spotify bar me, which is fine. Well, it's not, but it's for, yes.
Tune in, Albert.
Okay, yeah. No, actually don't.
Actually, yeah, don't.
No, please don't.
A lot.
But yeah, it was just a way of me kind of still connecting with him, but then my friend Nigel I did with it, he just sort of said, these are so good. I was like, thanks. So he said, let's put them out there. So we just kind of put a few out there. People started loving them, and now we had a little bit of sort of music to them to sort of chill them out. And the angle that we sort of sell it on, if you like, is that, every parent needs good 10 minutes just to, tidy up before bed. So why not put the kid down somewhere nice and comfy, let them sort of use their imagination. If you've got the book, read along with the book. If they don't, then, just shut your eyes, shut up and listen to the story, and I tell it fantastically well. So it's always great to...
Can I just say,
yes,
Danny is amazing at voice acting. I'm not even kidding. When it started, he went, hello, I am, and I went... Oh my God, like, I feel really nervous. I was like, I didn't know how to act. I was like, Luke Pullall on them GCSE drama that you've not done in ages, because this voice just came out of nowhere. Yeah. And I said to you, I was like, halfway through, I was like, Danny, like, you're really, really good.
Well, that was it. I mean, yeah, thank you, I'll take it. But it was a conscious thing of just going, I've got a fairly I'm told I've got a fairly broad northern accent, so me sitting down reading the Gruffalo, you know, in that accent might not have the same effect as putting on a bit of an accent, a bit more of an RP thing, which again I had to lean on my acting experience, but sort of going, you know, a mouse took a stroll through the deep dark wood doesn't have the same effect as the mouse took a stroll through the deep dark wood. And then,
guys,
you know, and I did that. That was my voice.
It's insane. And you said to me, "Goes, oh, we just want you to be it." Was it a teacher?
No. So I remember because it was our most downloaded book, which was the girl, the bear in the magic shoes, and I think you played. You weren't. I think were you the bear? Either way, you were. Great.
I was the bear. Yeah. I was the bear.
You were the bear. Yeah.
I was the bear. Yeah. And then I had to put this voice on. Don't ask me to do the voice because I cannot remember. I think it was like some sort of high pitched thing. And I can remember reading it with Danny, and it started. He was like, "Right, we're going to start now," and he was like, "Hello and welcome back to Albert." And I went, "Oh fucking hell, this is a real deal. This is it. Like, this is like we're not pissing about. Like, we're actually reading a story." And I can remember being like, "Hello," but no, Danny, you are such a good actor in general. Really, to be fair, I've always been a big fan. Speaking of acting. I want to talk a bit about Emmerdale.
Yes.
So, can you remember your audition process for Emmerdale?
Yeah, I can, because
because you were young, weren't you?
Well, I was in Fallaraki, so I was 17.
Fallaraki?
Yeah.
Okay. On a piss-up?
Oh, yeah, but 17, but, if you ask any of the barman there, I was 18. I proved it.
Oh, absolutely.
With telling my date.
Not bringing a po-po here, don't worry.
God. No, I was there. I auditioned for it, and my agent sort of said, I must have done, I'm not joking when I say this, everybody says it, but genuinely must have done into the 30s of auditions of no, and nobody likes rejection that many times, and keep putting yourself forward and going, hi, yeah, what do you want me to do with the character?
For Emmerdale?
No, just in general. So I remember doing a Starburst advert. I thought it was a wind-up because I had to, again, I was sort of 16, having to sort of bend over in front of this casting director, which now, looking back on it, sounds... Well, it sounds like, he probably should be investigated.
Sounds like a Saturday night for me.
Yeah, well, it's the casting director thing. There was camera. Maybe it was actually. There was a camera there. There was audio being recorded. But even still, there was, it was just, there were so many weird auditions, and I thought, I've had enough for this. I'll just do something else instead, and went to Fallaraki. But the week before, I'd auditioned for Aaron, and I was told it was 6 episodes going to come in, cause a bit of a riot with Victoria and Chaz Dingle's son, and then you're going to bugger off. So I was kind of almost a bit not interested, and I think that was what they liked almost of me. Not bothered. Well, they weren't going in going, hey, yeah, no, thanks so much for seeing me. I'm like, I was so eager. They'd probably gone, oh god, he's too much him. If he's like that now, what's he going to be like on set? Going, oh my, I love the show. I just wasn't bothered.
This is when soap was like, I'm not saying it's still not its peak. This is when soap was, everyone was watching soap. So this was in 2009.
About that 2008.
Yeah, so you had millions of people, and obviously you auditioned for this. It was a lot of people that auditioned for the role.
Yeah, so I know people that auditioned for the same role. I think there was about 20 of us, and they used to, and then it's a lot quicker process now. But it used to be like they'd get 20 of you, and then they'd narrow it down to 10, and then they'd maybe invite 7 of you for a workshop, and then 4 of you would screen test. So at that point, there was sort of 4 or 5 sort of audition processes or stages to it, and I remember just sort of getting a bit more and more eager to it, to wanting the part sort of thing. But yeah, there was people that I knew that I still know that auditioned for it now, and I think they always say, no, I couldn't imagine playing it, but it's easy to say in it because I played it for so long, so it's easy for them to just say there's no way that I'd be able to play that because you don't look like me, you don't act like me, so I get it. But yeah, I was in Fallaraki. My agent, we were waiting for one of my mates, and his name was Egghead, and we were waiting. I remember, big up Egghead. Thanks for being late, by the way, because we were waiting for the taxi. We were all waiting, and my mum and dad are away, so we all met at mine, had a couple of cheeky beers, and then my phone rang, and at the time it was a Sony Ericsson flip phone, and I didn't even look at it. It came up on the front, so I just flipped it. I went, "Where the fuck are you?" And he went, "Hi, Danny, it's Sam here from Lane Management." Oh my god! I went, "Oh yeah, this was the Friday," and he went, "Great news, Emmerdale want to see you again on Tuesday." I went, "Oh no, I'm going away with First Lads Holiday." And she was like, "Well, they want to see you and they're quite keen, but I don't want to tell you too much." But anyway, I just had a decision to make there, and then I thought, oh, fuck it, there'll be plenty more. So I went to Fallaraki.
So you actually said, well, I'm just going to go.
Well, originally. And then the story gets even weirder because one of my best mates, Aaron, was sat down and said to me,
What the fucking Twilight is going on with
I know, innit? But he just went, well, you being and he's like kind of the tough one of the group, but he sat me down and went, you're being a fucking idiot. Why are you still here? You need to get... So he paid for the flight home because it was the days where you couldn't just go on, flight, Skyscanner, whatever it's called. You had to go to a travel agent and book it. Yeah. So he gave me the money, booked the flight, went back. I remember sat on the plane with this 2 elderly couple and they're like, oh, are you travelling on your own? I told them I'm going back for a recall for Emmerdale. Anyway,
loved that, didn't they?
Well, they just said that. I know.
They're like, well, my favourite is this.
I know. I'd love to meet them actually again, just to say because probably they said you're going to get the part. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, forgot what kind of show I'm on here. Jesus Christ! If you are dead, rest in peace.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah. So anyway, I came back and did the audition, and she sort of said, "Well, you've called somewhere. Have you been?" And I thought, "Do I say?" But again, the eagerness thing was
just
like,
come back from the piss.
Yeah, I've not slept, but let's do this. It was just one of them things. Anyway, yeah, I ended up landing, like coming back for another audition, and then apparently from sort of that second audition where I came back in Faliraki, Faye, the casting director, said it was always you from that second audition. So I was like, what a great decision.
Did you ever speak to Aaron after and be like...
Still best mates with him now, yeah.
Still best mates with him. Do you ever say to him, fucking hell, if it wasn't for you?
No, I don't like to give him too much credit.
No.
Because
I mean, you have to keep him grounded.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're a twat, but thanks
and
for...
can I have the money back for the flight? No, can you go away?
Yeah, just fucking stop messaging me.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
Block him on all accounts.
Go away.
No, yeah, he's just... I still speak to him now, so yeah, he's one of my best mates.
Did you know that Aaron was gay? When you auditioned for it? No,
so when we auditioned the part, I based him on Aaron, because Aaron, my best mate, as we called him. Oh, we call him. He's not dead. Thank God.
The couple.
I know, yeah, him and Aaron, Jesus Christ.
3 people down now.
Fucking hell, I know. Maybe it's me. I've not thought that. Maybe I'm just the
well, I hope not. No. I hope not, because you sat next to me.
Because you've had a really bad day, so this
I've had a really bad day, so
oh my God, please, let's not stop talking about it.
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Go on. Anyway, yeah, so can't remember what I was saying.
You based it on him?
Yeah, I based it on him. And then when I told him that, and then I said, the turn of the character's gay. And he was like, well, I'm not gay. And I went, well, no, they're not fucking basing it on you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're following you around the camera. You have got something you're hiding.
Yeah, you're definitely gay.
You're
but no, they just said to me, Gavin Blythe, God rest his soul, he was one of my closest friends, and he said to me, come and see me at the end of the day, I want to talk to you. And it was a Friday, and I thought, oh shit, this is it, they've caught me out, they know I'm shit. And the Mark Charnock, who plays Marlon, said to me, oh, what, to turn you gay? And I went, no, I just can't see it, there's no way. Because back in these days, that was like 2008, 2009, so it was still on the cusp of like sort of people kind of turning the nose, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he said to this day, when I'm not going to do this storyline with anybody else. If you don't want to do it, we won't do it. But I think we need to educate the world, the country. I mean, we get repeat fees from Sweden, so that's probably about as far as it goes. But let's educate England. We got the Swedes. Let's at least educate England. So the idea was that this tough, chavvy lad was just happened to be gay, and he said, I want to break down the stereotypes of somebody sort of flouncing him with a pink dress on, and that means the gay. Let's just get rid of the stereotypes and keep him hard as fuck. He's he's just angry at the world because he doesn't think he'll be accepted into his family if he's gay. So, and ever since then, I've seen so many storylines on soap, on dramas, on films and stuff that are so sort of close to it that I'm not saying we set the trend by any means, but it was the first sort of soap character to come out and have such a big impact on people's life. I get stuff now, people going...
honestly, I'm not even saying it impacted me.
Did it really?
I've never spoke to you about this. No. So when it was about in 2008, 2009, I can remember I came out in like 2011. I can remember watching it. I can remember watching you. It was in Emmerdale, and I don't know if it was your first kiss or... I don't know, you were fighting with someone. This is what I can vaguely remember. You were fighting with someone and suddenly you started kissing. I don't know when it was, whatever. And I can remember watching it. I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, this character is actually this straight acting, manly guy. And he's just, I can remember thinking to myself, he's dealing with demons like every gay person's dealing with, like I was dealing with because I wasn't out at this point. I can remember saying, God, if it's all right for him.
Really? Wow.
Honestly, I'm not even saying to blow smoke with your ass. No. But like, I literally was just like, oh my God, this character Aaron is like this straight acting guy. This is wild. And then I can remember saying that, and since then I can remember always saying to Daz, I used to be like, oh my God, I don't even think Daddy knows like that character had such an impact
on
like people. Literally, I'm not even kidding. So back then you used to turn not turn your nose up, but like if the only gay character I ever saw was charged on Coronation Street. But since then he went, and then I can remember watching Emmerdale, and I can watch it with my nan, and I flicked on, and obviously you were on there, and you were acting out this scene, and it was about you being gay and like struggling, and I always thought that Aaron was moody as fuck, and then it all turned out that obviously he was gay, he was fighting his demons and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, full circle moment.
Jesus, that's really touched me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. Honestly, I know, David. I thought I told you, but obviously I haven't. But I think spoke to Daz about it. I was like, I think I'll tell him on the pod.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm so glad you did, because like I said, there's so many sort of little things. Like I met this woman once, and she was talking. I burst into tears. It was so it wasn't embarrassing actually. It was just the fact that there was so many people wanting. It was after a football match, and they all want selfies after it and stuff. And she said, I just wanted to say you really helped my son come out, and it was, like it was a huge thing. And I went, oh my god, how's he doing? And she went, well, he's dead.
Oh my god.
I know I don't want to bring it down, but it was basically, she said, you were kind of the reason that he came out, and it just wasn't accepted it around our end, and that's why he ended up doing it. I was going, so I burst into tears because I just thought, what a horrible thing for it to go through. But I'm so glad you told me that, because that's it's a nice feeling that we get paid and all that stuff to do it, but when you get, it's much more rewarding.
It's a different, like making a difference to people, and I feel like with soaps and stuff, everyone thinks, oh, it's just soaps, it's like something on telly that you just flick on or whatnot, and you flick on when you want, but like people genuinely see stuff and go, oh yeah, that makes a difference.
Some of them, name another drama or another film that's that's been going 50-60 years, because all the soaps usually have, and you think that's why, because they're in your living rooms every night, and they educate people without knowing you're doing it. Did
you ever feel like it would have made a difference when you initially said we're going to turn Aaron gay? Did you ever think it would make it that much of an impact?
No way. I remember Gavin Blythe said to me, because he died a short time after that, and I was really close to him a couple of years after he pitched the idea to me, and I said, yeah. And I remember him saying, this will change your life. Like, you won't be just a part of Emmerdale cast, you'll be a part of Emmerdale's history, you'll be a part of soap's history. And he wasn't trying to sell it to me. When I'm just telling you that now, he said, because I've got this idea for the story, and I'm going full throttle for it. And it's your story or nobody's. And I remember that, I know, because it changed my life, because I was thinking on the way here of little things to say, and I remember having a phone call from Paul O'Grady, right? So I had this phone call from Paul O'Grady, and Anthony Cotton said to me, Paul O'Grady wants to talk to you. So I was like, okay, right, fine. Yeah. So he must pass his number on. Hiya, Danny, it's Paul here. That's Paul O'Grady's impression.
So it's people need to know. It's not doing me, it's doing Paul.
No. So I said, I remember shaking. Adam Thomas was sat when we used to live together at the time. I was like, it's Paul O'Grady. What the fuck is Paul O'Grady? So I was like, hiya, Paul. Oh, I'm all right, yeah. Listen, do you want to come and do our Christmas Eve show? So I was like, what's going on here? This was the beginning when I went, Gavin was right, it's going to change my life, because I remember sitting there and he said, we can't tell you guests on. We can't tell you what guests are on, but you're going to love it. So I went, okay, fine. So we sat in the green room, and David Hay walks in, right? So David Hay at the time, think of him what you will. I really want you
to do that voice as well, because I feel like you're a voice actor now. You've got to do
David Hay. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't dare do that. It's massive.
You don't want to get punched.
Well, absolutely, because that's half of the story. Was he walked in and I was like, oh my God, he was massive. And he was like the Tyson Fury of the boxing world at the time. So anyway, I met him and I was like, oh my God. And then they went, right, you'll see the other guests on the couch. So I was like, you're not going to tell me, we're not going to tell you, no. And I mean, bearing in mind, I brought my mum and dad with me, and they were kind of like Paul O'Grady fans anyway. Sat on the couch, I came out first, sat down. And then he goes, right, Danny, we're going to talk to you later. But up next, we got our next guest. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, Priscilla Black. So Priscilla Black comes out, and I'm like, well, I know exactly.
This is like fucking gay Christmas.
Honestly, wait for the next one, right? Because then I went, because you can YouTube this as well. I look very skinny and ill, but I was fine. I was getting through it. I was suit and tie, looked fantastic. Anyway, then he goes, right, Stella, you stayed. Blah, blah, blah. David, how you come out? So we're sort of sat there, and I'm just sort of really skinny in between all these. He went, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Bette Midler. And I went, and I thought it was a joke, and I turned around, so she walks down the stairs, and she's like this queen of things. I've got goosebumps, and I'm telling the story, it's awkward. But anyway, she walks down, and my mum's a massive fan of her, so I looked straight at my mum, and she went, my God, and I ended up saying, like, oh, my mum's a huge fan of you, she's waving, she got a wave off Bette Midler, and then I just remember just sort of going, I'm cut there, well done everybody, brilliant, and I just remember going, I'm sat here with, like, 3 of the biggest stars at the time that I could think of, and then just me from Emmerdale. And it was just a crazy, but that was the whole point to that was that I literally remember getting in the car, being a bit emotional about it, because Gavin had gone by this point, and I remember thinking he was right. Like, like I couldn't think of another soap actor at the time that would go on a show and would hold their own I mean, you know, I was like 19 or something, and I was dead cringy and trying to be funny, and I just thought, I should have just sort of stayed.
I think they were all trailblazers at the time, and also I don't probably think that you probably thought it yourself, but even you just being there representing, there might be a guy that you didn't even know back at home, me in Stoke-on-Trent, that have gone, oh my God, this guy, not saying that because obviously you play a gay character, playing this macho character, and probably these guys that have struggling have gone, oh my God, it's okay to feel.
Well, I hope so, because that makes it all worthwhile.
I've got a funny story about Cilla Black.
Oh God.
I once quit my job because Cilla Black died.
Right.
True story.
No, I believe
I never knew her.
No.
But I was so hungover, I woke up and found out that she died. I quit my job at Home Bargains.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do with that. What kind of reaction were you hoping for?
I wasn't just saying it, but
No.
yeah. I
No,
know
just-
obviously
it's
you
just
met
'cause I
her.
thought, oh, maybe you know, maybe
I
you know.
quit my job.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. Cilla Black.
And R.I.P. Home Bargains job, but yeah. But I fucking love Cilla Black, love Paul O'Grady, love everything it stood for, because it's just pure representation as well, as you probably relate, is like Northern talent.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was big on that as well. He was massive on it. And even when he was, you know, in the Lily days and stuff, and I remember saying to him, would you come to my charity do, just chancing my arm? You tell me when and where I'll be there. And he booked his own flight, own train ticket, own hotel room, came to my charity do. He was just honestly one of the nicest men I've ever met in this business, and he's sorely missed. Because he just randomly just texts, just hope you're okay. And you go, wonder what's made you think of me. And I know there'll be people going, I fucking know what he's thinking. He was nothing like that.
No.
There was nothing, there was not a bad bone in his body.
Yeah. So, Best Actor, 2011, 2012, 2016.
Downhill from there.
Bit of a show off.
Yeah.
How'd you feel of them?
Well, yeah, I mean...
Very well deserved, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, thank God you said that. No, it was a Gavin thing, you know, like the year before, he said he was so pissed off because he said, we haven't won anything. I know we haven't, they're not voting for us, and you should be. I was up for it the year before, and guy, I won't name his name, you could probably YouTube it if you're that arsed, but I won't name his name because it puts him in a bad light. But anyway, he stood up and said, cheers for this. And guess what soap he's on? Cheers for this. What?
EastEnders.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
Hollyoaks.
Yeah, there you
Doctors.
go. There you go. They're all
We'll mix it up.
Anyway, he puts this up like, he goes, just another doorstop. Cheers. And walked off. And I remember going, what a bellend, because it wouldn't be. That'd be my pride and place in the downstairs toilet. Joking. That would be my pride and place.
People do put it in there because that's when you normally accept awards in the toilet.
Yeah.
The amount of shampoo bottles I've been
It's
like,
a good
best
talking point, isn't it?
Academy Awards.
Yeah.
My
There's
mum
still time.
for this Tresemme. No, and I've always said to you, like, I've been in such an awe of your work, and even like when I was younger, even till now, like I sent you a message the other day.
Yeah.
Remember when I was filming you saying, "Wait,"
Yes.
and you went, "Luke, what are you doing?"
Oh, no.
And I was just like, "No, he's fucking great." Like when he comes on there, he used to say to me, I used to go, I know him.
Oh, really?
I know him. My nan used to always go, I love him. Luke, I love him.
You,
So you've had a big year coming up this year. John and Robert returning. What can you tell me about your character and storyline this year?
So, yes, obviously like John and Aaron are married, but Robert's come back into the fold, which is just really exciting because I've been asking him for many years to come back because he's a really good friend. He's great to work with. Yeah. The audience love him. And
love Robert.
Yeah, everybody does, and I think when they're together, they're just two worlds of different people. You know, Aaron's, you know, he's nothing like Robert in terms of his manipulative kind of scheming side of things. He does on his own, and when together, they're just this sort of like ball of love and genuine feelings for one another and genuine soulmates. You know, so that's.
I genuinely think they are.
They are absolutely. That's always been the note,
it.
yeah. And it's just we work very similar. We kind of enjoy a lot of the same things, and we find stuff in the scripts that, you know, works for each other. But yeah, I think the whole idea for the sort of short term, future, long term, I don't know. We never get told these things genuinely. Is just sort of like trying to bat off his real love for Robert because he'd already picked John, which happens to be his brother, his long lost brother, which sounds like a soap, really. So yeah, it is. Yeah, but no, these things are great though, because these are what the script writers have to come up with. So you imagine going, what can we do next with them? And they have to come up with it. And a room full of opinions. They're so good. Yeah. The team at Emmerdale, at script writers, storylines, are so good at being able to come up with these.
Did you ever take on advice? So say, for example, you go, well, no, I don't want to sleep with Kate.
Yeah.
Will they go, okay, you won't then?
No, it depends really, because if you've got a justification for it, they'll listen to your opinion. But ultimately, if they start listening to 60-odd members of cast's opinions, they'll never get anything done because I don't think my character do this. I think it'd do this because it makes me look better, or you know, I'd rather do this because I'd prefer to work with that person. They'd never get anywhere. So sometimes it's kind of like, this is the story. You know, that's it kind of thing, and it should be that way. I think
if I was on Emmerdale, say I got casted,
hey,
I'd be like, I'm coming in, but I'm Aaron's love affair.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel? I'd love that. It'd be great. What a great laugh we'd have. But I don't think it works like that. I don't think you can just turn up and tell them and then ask for a job.
We've got to
put them together.
You want like
I've got an idea. Why don't you try it? See what happens. I can give you the email after this for the casting director.
Okay.
Pitch your idea. See what you think.
Me and Danny need to be together in the soap.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a great laugh, anyway. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna go.
I'll probably have to at this point
because Steph will start talking.
Yeah, she will. She'll start worrying.
Worrying.
But you've got good chemistry, you two.
So obviously, with what we've found in the news is that Corrie and Emmerdale potentially are all going to collide.
Yeah.
What do you know about that? What can you tell us?
I just know genuinely everybody's asking the same question, including my mother-in-law and my own mum, who are both huge fans of the show. They keep me up to date on pretty much everything that I know I've already done, which is an interesting concept. But they genuinely, we don't know. We know sort of who's involved, if you're involved, that kind of thing, and that's ultimately it, because for these exact reasons, if they give you too much information, you could slip up. So.
And you would.
Yeah,
well,
100%, yeah.
What do you reckon they're going to call it? Emma Street or Corrie-dale?
Well, Corrie-dale is the go-to, isn't it?
I like that.
But I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And I'm as interested in everyone else to find out what they're going to do with it, because it's very much a secret, closed-off project at the moment. The powers that be know what's going on. The powers that be know how they're going to do it, and then it trickles down to us eventually. But I'm not even sure. I think this sort of the whispers are September, October time to film it. So I don't know whether that means it's going to be on around that time, whether it's going to be on next year. I promise you, I know absolutely nothing. So I don't know. But I think Corrie-dale would be. Emmerdale Street seems a bit weird, but maybe it might not be that. Maybe they'll just go with
a few characters crossing over and stuff.
But like a working title. I think the one thing they've said is it won't be like somebody's walking into the rows and go, "Oh, I've got the wrong pub." It's not going to be like that.
Like comic relief that they used to do.
Well, exactly. That's the point. They don't want to make it look like it's just a piss take. They want to make it like a really good high-end drama. And I hope they do, because, you know, soap for me, it's changed my life. It's a massive part of my life, and it's navigated where I am today.
You need to keep it fresh as well. So I think just by combining them both would be great.
I do.
So, Danny / Aaron, it's time to touch my balls.
Again.
Thank you. So in this, it is confessions from me, you, the public, and we've got to react and give opinions on it.
Perfect.
Do you want to give it a spin, or do you want me to?
I feel as though this could go horribly wrong. I can see visions of the mics dropping.
I'll just do it.
All that.
Look at that.
That just fell out. How weird.
There we go. Do you want to open it?
Yeah, 100%.
Which one's the ball?
I get extremely clammy hands as well, so that's not... What do you want me to do with this? Do you want me to read it out?
Do you want to read it out?
Yes.
Do your best voice actor approach.
I really want to be an actor.
Oh.
Didn't go to stage school. Okay. What would you recommend to someone starting? Don't bother.
Well, because I've won Best Soap Actor for 3 years, I think it's best I... Obviously.
100%, and you trained in GCSE drama.
So, book a thingy to Falaraki.
Yeah.
Then fly back and audition.
Oh, right. That sounds like it can't work, can it?
Maybe. No, go on. You give your advice. Best actor over there.
What would you recommend someone start? I mean, it's such a boring answer, because I don't actually know, because it's such a different business now. Put it in Google and see what comes up.
Why is everyone commenting like this? So Charlotte from Geordie Shore went,
yes.
How'd you get into reality? Dunno, just audition. Yeah. Then you just go on Google.
Okay, do you want me to I just didn't want to give you a boring answer. Do you want me to give you the answer?
Give me an answer.
So the answer would be, if it was me, I would be proactively looking for casting directors, casting agencies within the North, because I'm from the North, and London is so...
shit?
Well, it's busy.
Busy.
Not many people say hello to you. Fancy freak out if you say morning. But it's
so true.
It's more that it's a bigger pond here. In Manchester, there's a lot more accessibility to places like casting agencies who can start you doing maybe 1 or 2 episodes in a soap, in a little drama. I think over here it's instantly over here. It's like another country. Down here,
it's like another country though, because and also down here you're competing with 10 times more people that you would do in the north.
Yeah, and it's also the agencies. A lot of agencies might have 20 working really good actors that just don't want to know anyone starting out. So my advice would be start at the bottom and work your way up.
Yeah.
Don't know why that made me laugh, but yeah.
I quite like it.
Yeah, I bet you did.
So, Mr. Miller.
Yes.
We're going to go on to our laugh section.
Okay.
This is called Danny Miller Storyline Spiller.
Nice.
Do you like that?
I love that.
I came up with myself, I think.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say some stuff in here that you've done on stage and film, and you've got to guess where it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in the country.
Just guess.
Okay.
No, but as in what drama it is.
Okay.
So, you put a curse on someone. What character/show was this?
I put a curse on someone.
Correct. It wasn't me.
Like,
You
it can't be
put a curse
Emmerdale,
on.
because that's...
Well, I'm not. You're gonna have to give your final answer, Jenny.
Right. Jamaica and Lightfields. Scott and Bailey. I think supernatural in it, so it's got to be Lightfields.
Is that your final answer?
It'll have to be my final
It's
answer.
actually Grange Hill.
What?
Yeah. So they said that you put like a traveller's curse on someone.
Right. I think I just got pregnant, if that's a...
And you put a curse on them.
Right. Maybe I... Okay.
I actually watched it on
Maybe
YouTube
it's
before
more
it
that I
came.
coerced.
You
her
were like
into
sat.
having-
You were sat, not you. I don't know what's your character called.
He was called Kyle.
Kyle. So Kyle was sat like this.
Yeah.
And he was leaned over on the desk in school, and someone went, "Yeah, he's put a curse on them."
Right.
You can't remember that,
No, I can't.
right?
But
How long ago was
I
that?
believe it. That was when I first started out. I was 15, so that was 20 years ago. So forgive me.
I'll let you off. So this one, you went after someone on a campsite with a hook or hook, whatever you want to say.
Hook. Oh, God, this is awful, isn't it?
You're doing fucking terribly.
I know. The worst thing is if you ask me Emmerdale questions, I'm fucked.
We've got a few here.
Great. With a hook, I'll go for Jamaica in, because that was, you're smiling, so I'm right.
No, you're actually wrong.
Oh.
It was called Cruel Summer.
Oh, for God's sake. With a hook?
Yeah, with a hook.
Yeah, there was
Hook.
that was a film I did for 250 quid, and they sold it to Netflix, and I got nothing. So that's probably why I've forgotten that.
We need this money.
Yeah.
So fucking get in touch
Yeah,
with
I've got 3
royalties.
kids, you cheeky bastards.
Which show did you say this on?
Okay, this is just fucking horrendous.
I'm going to do my best voice actor.
Are you going to do a Manc accent here?
No.
Nice.
The address he gave, Oh, one sec. The address he gave to send the No, I'm not doing an accent.
no, thank God.
The address he gave to send a postal order to, and she is 100%. It was the last time she spoke to him. It was in Pebble Street.
That has to be Scott and Bailey.
Correct.
Yes.
I fucking loved you in that, by
Did
the
you
way.
really?
I did.
I was a nervous wreck in that.
But you've got like Suvan Jones, is it?
Yeah.
Leslie Sharp.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, where are these names coming
Amelia,
from?
I know, yeah. Amelia Bullmore as
You
well.
did really well in that.
I don't agree. I think I was well edited. Every single day I woke up going, I am in the thick of it, and it's terrifying.
I feel like you've got imposter syndrome.
I do.
So have I.
I
But
do.
you've won 3.
I don't feel like I should be here.
Same. I did actually ask for Ryan Thomas.
Oh my God. Why would you say
no,
that? If
sorry.
you don't cut that out, I'll be fucking fuming.
I'm joking. Okay, so what show did you say this in? You better sort the wedding dress out. You will need it when I'm back. Is it me? Did you say it
I
to me?
must have said it to you.
Did you say it to me?
Oh, I don't know. Emmerdale.
Jamaican in.
Jamaican in. Or just Jamaica in.
Or that.
Either one.
Or either or. This last
Oh,
one.
yes, I remember that now. Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
You were quite young in that.
Yeah, I was. I just left Emmerdale. I thought I was going to conquer the world, and everyone told me that, and I didn't. I went back and said, please, I'm sorry, can I come back?
But everyone does that.
Yes.
But then you came back, and
I
now
did.
you're smashing it. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Thank you.
In what show did you assist someone in ending their own life?
Nah, I know that's Emmerdale.
Who was that?
Jackson.
Correct.
He got hit by a train. and then he was tetraplegic, which is from the neck down. He couldn't move, and I always admired him because have you ever tried to act without explaining? Go again. And I remember there was a couple of times we had to go again because we'd get to the end of this really long scene and you just go, just forget it. And you go, oh.
Oh, I see what you mean. So
yeah, so it's really hard, yeah. And he had a hard job to do, but...
I would like to be, if I was ever in a soap, to be hit by a car or something.
Okay.
And then I'm in the bed, in like a hospital bed, and I'm there for like 6 weeks because then I don't have to move a lot.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm going to stop you right there because... Oh, God, okay, well, let me be careful. In the past, when I've done things like that,
yeah,
when I've been in hospital, you think that it's the worst thing in the world. People fuss over you if you accidentally nod off. It's terrifying. You wake up and there's cameras and sound all over you. Genuinely.
Oh, do you actually fall asleep in there?
Well, if you imagine if, like, I've been in a coma, there you go, this is gonna, in the show, and you just have to lie there. And the only thing you can do is shut your eyes because this doesn't work.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So you shut your eyes and then just eventually you kind of like nod off and you just suddenly become like, you're back in the room type thing, but it's not as easy as it looks.
No, yeah. I do like lying down though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go into the section again of Touch My Balls.
Right.
Give it a spin.
There we go.
There you go, Danny.
Okay.
Best voice actor voice, please.
Dog shit and nan.
What?
Is that a type?
That's a different one, isn't it?
Dog shit and nan.
Oh no, one sec.
Okay.
Is it this one? These balls have been muddled up. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got it.
Here we go. Use this
Things
one.
you do for telly, eh?
Sorry.
No, don't apologise.
Because all these balls. There we go.
There you go. Okay, you ready?
I just want you to touch my balls. That's why.
Over and over again as well. Literally. Very strange. Ready?
Ready.
Oh my God, it's an essay.
Someone's taken their time for that.
I appeared in an Oscar-winning movie and I had Helena Bonham Carter offer me a cup of tea. Because of who she is, I shit myself that much. I did a weird squeaky noise and turned away so fast.
What do you think about that?
Well, it says brackets Luke to do the noise.
That's me.
No way.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So in 2009, I was in this. I was in the King's Speech. I wasn't actually in it.
Weren't.
I was an extra. So I was behind, and I was giving it fucking everything with this camera. I was just there, like I had to be like this, like because I was a factory worker, and I had to be like really poor. So I channeled a lot. Yeah. I was like, nice. And then after they were like, and cut, and I went to like canteen place. And Helen Bimmercott was like, oh, would you like a cup of tea? And I went, and then ran off.
No way.
Played it cool.
Well, it doesn't sound like it, but that's an amazing.
Yeah.
Can you see you in the film? Have you seen?
You can see me, but back then, obviously, I wore really thick glasses. I'd take the glasses off. Oh, no. So if you look at me, I'm actually like this a little bit.
Oh, God. Which doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. So, but to be fair, I was a factory worker from the 19-something or other. They're not going to have Vision Direct. They're not going to have Specsavers. I'm stood in the background like this with my lazy eye, and they're like, can you just... And I'm like, you're looking at me? Or you're looking at someone behind me?
Awful.
So, yeah.
No way.
That's
so how maybe they cut because you were in shot.
I like to believe that they actually wanted me in the film, and they thought, we'll just put it in the back.
Well, let's go with that one. I'm sure you're in control of the edit. You can get rid of that bit.
Wanted to win Best Supporting Actor for Academy Award for a handkerchief and looking at the camera with a lazy eye.
Handkerchief.
Okay. Oh, God, yeah. I was really into it.
Sounds it.
Yeah. Emmerdale, if you are listening, I really want to be Aaron's love interest.
It feels like it's just me that you want to. Do you want to just kiss me?
Shall we?
Do you want to? No! You shit yourself. What's up here? Do you know how many men I've actually kissed?
More than women?
No, so it was a player.
We can kiss if you want to.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Do it.
Do you want to kiss?
Yeah.
Come on then. I can't believe you pulled out.
Okay, I'll do it again. One sec. Say a really, really thingy line like, look, it's always been you.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to do my actor voice?
In your actor voice.
Okay. Luke.
Aaron. Is that Aaron? Danny.
Either one.
Danny Zuko.
It's always been you.
Oh, take me.
Kiss me. Yeah, there you go. So now think back to that little lad in 2011.
Oh, God.
One day I'll kiss him.
Yeah,
now I'm going to have to explain that to Steph. Because
I think Steph will be all right. She knows there's 3 of us in this relationship. It's fine. So we're going to go on to the live section.
Yes.
So, no, we're not. We're going to go on to the Luke section. I've been a bit flustered.
Yeah, I got a bit clammy.
Say it again.
I got a bit clammy.
Oh, clammy. So we're going to go to my favourite section, which is the Luke section. It's a bit more serious now. So you're obviously very open about, obviously, mental health.
Yeah.
And I know you've talked a bit before, and I've seen on your stories that you say that Steph is a big part of your journey in saving you. Mm-hmm. How is it that you deal so openly with mental health, especially being in, like, the public eye?
I don't think... It's a really good question, because I don't think it is a case of dealing with it so well. I think everybody deals with it in their own way. Unfortunately, fortunately for me, my job is in the public eye, a bit like you, and it has been for many, many years. And I always thought to myself, little things of like talking to like my dad and stuff when he was of sound mind, and I could have a good conversation with him. And you know, he would always say a lot of these people, because my dad works in the business combat community. A lot of these wankers, they take, you know, they just take the money and take, and they never give anything back. And if you do, and they come to a charity do, it's like you're taking time out of the day, which they are. But you know, just put on a brave face. It's an hour each time. Anyway, he always said to me, when you get to where I think you're going to get to, I want you to use your platform for the better, whether that means, you know. And he was right. It was the piece of advice he gave me. And when I started suffering with it, it was feelings that I didn't really understand. And I started thinking, you know, I never thought, how am I going to do it? But I started thinking at points, I'm just so lonely. I'm just so sad all the time. How am I going to deal with these emotions? Would this world be better off without me? Because people would say, how are you doing? And it got to a point eventually where I started thinking, here we go, well, I'm not great. And I started thinking, could, you know, put yourself in your position, or, you know, sat opposite, how are you doing? And you go, all I was imagining were people going, I wish I hadn't asked. Right,
so
but you know,
sad to hear that,
and that's how I felt. And I genuinely thought about, not necessarily like a suicidal thought, I just thought, would it be better if I wasn't here? And that was obviously part of my depression kicking in. And then I sort of spoke to various different people. ITV, by the way, absolutely amazing throughout it, offered me so much help and support and guidance, counselling, a lot. They were as big a part of it as anyone. But I just started thinking, there must be other people that work like that, because how can I sit with a great job, a great family? I've got my own house. I'm 21. I've got, you know, I could drive the car. I've always, how can I feel depressed? And it was just genuinely like a hormone imbalance, which people don't realise that it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. It can capture anybody. And some people know how to deal with it, or some people aren't afraid to ask for help. Some are. And my idea behind it was to say, the more I speak about it, the more I can go, look, I'm a macho man, or I like to think I'm, you know, I'm certainly of that sort of kind of personality, let's say. How can I sort of say to people, it's okay to feel like that, let's talk about it? And I like the saying behind it, but I get bored of it. It's okay not to be okay, because it feels like a slogan. It feels like something somebody just has come up with and gone, that'll work. So I've always been like talking about it. And the second question of, are you sure you're okay, is a very big thing, because you ask somebody, you're okay.
You always say, do that, don't you?
Yeah, you sure you're okay?
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, because
really,
psychologically
sure?
as well, people naturally kind of go,
yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. You go, are you sure you're okay? They go, right, you're not, come on, let's talk. Because otherwise you go, no, honestly, I'm really well. Unless you're just putting on a really brave face. So my idea was always to go, I'm just going to carry on talking about it until, you know, I don't think it'll ever go away. It's like one of those illnesses, isn't it? But, you know, if we can become better at talking about it, particularly for men, because we know it's the biggest killer. And it's gone even more now to like 45, I think. It's the biggest killer in the UK of men. It used to be 35 or 30, and you just think we're going to get to a stage where it's an everlasting hamster wheel of people just going round and round and going, it's almost becoming the norm that people take their own life. Let's try and do better.
I feel like as well, because I'm working with a charity at the moment called Papyrus Charity, and they were telling me some figures and stuff about like suicide and suicide prevention, and were saying that it's the biggest killer with young adults under the age of 35.
Yeah, that's what, right, okay.
Which is insane if you think about it. Because you think, obviously, there's loads of... I don't know, because you say people... I think people listening, or people in general, can always relate to someone's got some sort of mental health. Regardless if it's stress, anxiety, depression. You have gone through something where you've gone, oh my God, I can't deal with this. How do I deal with it? How do I deal? I've been through it. I know it's how people deal with it. I think it's so important for people, especially you, especially people in the public light, to go, actually, I feel exactly like this, and it's absolutely normal. Because as well, people think on Instagram, this is the one thing that pisses me off. People look to Instagram and be like, oh my God, the life's perfect. Instagram does not exist.
No.
Instagram reality does not exist.
No.
Because the reality is, if you're at home, you've got screaming kids, or you're not sure, I don't know, all these problems having. If you look to Instagram to look for a reality, you're never going to find a reality.
No,
it's always going to be, when people put stuff online, it's always an achievement or stuff that they're doing or stuff that they think is really fun. You're never going to see someone screaming or arguing or all that lot, because at the end of the day, that's not reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how do you cope with it then? Because obviously you're in the public eye, like you're in tabloids.
Yeah.
How do you cope with the pressures of that whilst dealing with, like, say, being on one of the biggest soaps?
Yeah, well, it was a guy called Bill, that's as much as I'll say, who kind of helped change my life, but change my thought process, which was to talk to your brain. Sounds crazy, but it's a thing of kind of breaking it down, going, there's only a fair few people in this world, or in the world, that will know every single name of your muscle, ligament, bone, whatever it is within your body. They will only know it. But your brain knows where the pain is, but it can't tell you the name of it because you don't know it unless you've studied it. And he said, so effectively you're in control of your own brain. Because if I learn, what's that pain in the back of my calf? What's the real name for that? Well, your brain should know because it's attached. And he kind of goes, the best way to look at it is that you're in control of your brain. Because if you found out what that's called, your brain will go, oh, store that, cheers. And it's talking to your brain and going, thanks for it. Because you kind of go, well, if I cross that busy road now and I don't look and I just chance it, chances are you're probably going to get hit by a car or hit by a bus and whatever. So eventually you go, I'll use the lights. Thanks for that, brain. And it just suddenly makes you kind of go, once you almost talk to yourself effectively, but talk to your brain, I kind of find my thoughts going, oh, that was a dark thought. Thanks for that. I'll put that at the back of the mind. We don't need that. Yeah. That's all good.
I get that as well. I really suffer with anxiety. Right. So mine is, I have massive imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And I overthink everything. So with certain things with me, I can go, well, I don't know why you've got that, because you don't deserve it. That's what I think in my head. And then in my head, I have to go to myself in the mirror and go, you do deserve it. You're supposed to be doing it. Yeah. This is what's led you to this path. You're supposed to be what you're doing right now. And you've literally got to sit and speak to yourself and be like, well, to be kinder to yourself more than anything. Yeah. Which I think is what people tend to not do. Yeah. They tend to go, no, I'm a piece of shit. I'm this. I feel like this and I feel that. And you've got to think of the positives. Like today, I've had a horrendous day, but you're lucky to be alive today. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're lucky that you've got your family today. And that's what the stuff that you got to talk to yourself in your head.
Well, there you go. You do exactly the same.
I feel like we should be philosophers.
Really, I feel like that this screams of a spin-off, a podcast of...
Oh, no, we're together?
Again, yeah. We're together, yeah.
So, Danny, one last question. Obviously, I think you're a fantastic actor, not just blowing smoke up your arse.
Thank you.
I really rate you. Where do you see yourself in like 10 years, would you say?
Really quick and boring answer is, so long as I'm happy in 10 years, I really don't care where I am, as long as I'm surrounded by my family, because they're the ones that saved my life, quite literally. But also it made me want to be a better person. It made me want to go out to work every day. So long as I'm surrounded by them, I really don't care, preferably in a house. I don't want to be... To be fair, we sold our house and lived in a caravan, I was just telling you, in Abergele for 6 months, and it was the happiest time of our life. Even though you could throw a little anything from here to there and that'd be the bedroom kind of thing. And I think it goes back to saying that it doesn't, so long as you are around people, there's a lot of misery and depression and poverty even in our country, that actually it doesn't really matter where you are as long as you're happy. And I wish that for everybody. It sounds so cringy, but I do wish that for everybody, because you only have to walk through London to see just how many people are less off than you, and I think that's what we should all have happiness. We should all have somebody that'll just give us a cuddle and tell us we're going to be all right. So as long as I've got that around me, I don't care.
I also think that's such a nice thing for like a bloke to say, because I think you're so in touch with your feelings.
Absolutely.
It's so good that you can sit here and say, no, I just want to be happy. Yeah. Because not a lot of people would say that. So it takes a lot of courage, that.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
So I'm going to go on to a bit more of a section now. I'm going to ask you to touch my balls again.
Thank God.
Okay. I know you've been waiting for this.
Absolutely.
This is it. There you go.
Oh, God.
Oh, that means it's your confession.
Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, okay.
Please say you're going to marry me.
Yes, that was my confession, nice and easy, and then we can all go home.
Yes.
No,
I
was thinking on the way down, so I'll tell the story really quickly,
okay.
Because I know we're strapped for time. But my confession, because I had already thought of a fair few, and I thought, I'll just go for this and just hope nobody sacks me of any jobs I worked at. So I do a little impression of a character within another soap called Kevin Webster.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have to say, first and foremost, that Kevin Webster is played by Mike Lavelle. I've known him for 20-odd years. I'm very good friends with him. He's always been very fond of my dad, and my dad's been fond of him too. So that's to be said. So anyway, me and another guy from work, who will remain nameless, so we used to have these phones in the green room, and those phones would call internally pretty much any number you'd put in at ITV. However, we managed to, again, the source won't be revealed, managed to get hold of certain numbers that would attach us to the Coronation Street side of the department, shall we say. So we started off having a bit of a laugh, and I've rung one department on the number, picked up straight away. It was the lighting department, so they had a lighting there. Let's call him let's call him Kevin. Ring, hello, Kevin speaking. All right, Kevin, how's it going? So he goes, oh, hi, Mike, how you doing? Got him straight away. He's there. Got him. Well, listen, I'm just thought I'd let you know I'm actually organising a charity boxing match. Your name's been pulled out of the hat. We're basically we're going to fight some of the departments from Emmerdale. So your name's come out of the hat, mate. You're fighting first. So what you're talking about? It's like, listen, don't worry about it. You're fighting Head of Makeup. She's 61. She's 5'2". It's a fucking no-brainer. You'll win it. All right, mate. See you later. Put the phone down. So in my mind, I'm just messing around. Second one is got hold of the Corrie Green Room. Thought brilliant. So a cast member answers, again remains nameless. Hello, hiya. How's it going? All right. Oh, hi, Mike. How you doing? Got him again. Straight in there. I was like, perfect. Yeah, I'm all right. Listen, I'm just double checking. You tell me the temperature of the aircon there in the green room. What? You just tell us, will you? Yeah. I think it's about 19 degrees. Perfect. Right. Next thing I need. Can you? I've got this charity boxing match thing with Emmerdale. Will you start signing a Coronation Street script for us? So yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, I mean, I've just seen you today. I've got, oh shit, he's been in work today. We'll just keep going. Meanwhile, we're filming these videos and sending it into the group we've got about 30 odd friends. One of which used to work at Emmerdale, but now works in the office at Coronation Street. That bit's key to the story. I'll come back to that. But then, so they said, yeah, I've just seen you. So I went, yeah, just get it signed, put it on the side. That's great. Cheers, bye. Put the phone down. So then, got Makeup's number, so rung it Makeup, and I know the lady, so I had to be careful. So let's call her Karen for name purposes. Hello, Makeup. Yeah, how you doing? You all right? It's Mike. Oh, hi, Mike. You okay? Yeah, good. Listen, I just thought, I know it's Friday and you're probably looking to get away and all that, but I just thought I'd let you know I've shaved my head off. You're going, you've what? I've shaved my head off. You've shaved your head off, Mike. You're in the middle of a block. So a block is episodes like 1 to 12. So, if he had, in theory, shaved his head off, episodes 7 and 8 would have a shaved head. 1, 2, 3 wouldn't. 10, 11, 12
makes sense.
Wouldn't have it either. So he shaved his head and it grows back overnight. Wouldn't work. Yeah, no, I've shaved. Mate, you can't do that. We're in the middle of it. Yeah, but listen, I've managed to find some Alpercent caffeine shampoo. So this weekend I'm going to slap it on it. We're back by Monday. All right, see you later. Put the phone down. So then I've run back to the green room, blagged it a little bit. Anyway, they call us and say, ready for you on set. So we were on the way to set. My phone starts ringing. It's an 0113 number. It's probably been about 15, 20 minutes since we've done the things for 0113. Hiya, it's John, the production manager, our top boss. Hi, mate, how you doing? Listen, once you finish these 2 scenes, come up to my office and need to talk to you. Why? We know what you've been doing. I've gone, no, I've not done it. Danny, we know it's you. Just come up to us. So what's then happened is, in between that time, I've never told anyone this is why it's a good confession, because I've got it out there and I feel so much better already. But then my mate is kind of laughing his head off on this WhatsApp group of these videos. In bursts Head of Makeup Karen and says, everybody stop what you're doing. We all need to sit down because...
Michael Lavelle shaved his head.
Michael Lavelle shaved his head, so we need to reshoot everything. So they've gone, what do you mean? They've gone, well, we're not sure what's happened, but he's told us he shaved his head. I've said, can you send us a picture? So she's then texted Mike Lavelle and said, can you send us a picture so we know what we're dealing with? And he sent a picture back of his full head of hair. But he's not known as a prankster by any means. So she's going, what the is going on here? So she's burst upstairs. Little does she know that this is all in this WhatsApp group of our friends, and he's gone, oh, no, it's fine, it's just a joke, it's a prank. Oh, shit. Because he's gone and admitted it, and they've all just turned to him and just said, how do you know? And he had no choice, and I don't blame him. He just went, it was my job, all yours, and I've got kids. He just went there, and he showed it us, and we had this. So then we got taken up to work. We got an official warning. They were like, fuming about it. And I had to do an email of an apology, and then I had to ring Mike and explain it to him. And it was always that point of ringing him, going, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? And he answered, hello. And I was dying to go, all right, Mike, it's Mike. But I didn't. I just said, listen, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not asked, mate. How are you doing anyway? All right. And it was the most... But it was one of them things where I just thought, right, I'm going to confess that I did that, because it was a whodunit situation, a real whodunit situation. So there it is. That's my confession of potentially getting sacked from Emmerdale just for messing about. And now, long behold, sorry to interrupt you, behold, there's no more phones in the green room.
What an absolute confession that was. Let's hope you don't get sacked.
No, yeah, that'd be great. I'll just text you on the train on the way home and say,
because if you do it for Rita, I could step in for Rita.
Do you think?
Because of the hair.
Yes. Or Chesney. Oh,
right.
So.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I like Chesney.
Yeah,
I like Rita as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all we've got time for, Danny.
Gutted.
Everyone keeps saying that.
Yeah.
Must be doing a good job then.
Just like London.
Yeah. Okay. Not the balls then, no.
I like touching your balls. It was probably one too many times.
You touched the balls and kissed me.
I know. God, I've effectively... Yeah, I probably should.
There's three of us in this relationship now.
Is there?
We're like Charles, Diana and Camilla.
Yeah, that's to think twice for the name as well. That
I was like, is it Camilla? Yeah. Mate. So, guys, that's all we got time for on Live, Laugh, Loop Pod. I want to say a big, big thank you to Danny Miller, everyone.
Yes,
Woo!
Thank you.
Make sure you follow us on all socials, and we'll see you next time to Live, Laugh, Loop. Say goodbye, Danny.
Goodbye, Danny.
Woo!